Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, remember when you find value at any time in this video, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, or leave your thoughts in the comments section. Appreciate it. Let's dig in and take a look at Bitcoin and the equities market. First, let's look at the crypto market. Pretty much all green. The two reds here on this heat map is their stable coins. Bitcoin is currently at 43.7, make it 43.8, 6.36% up over the last 24 hours. Its dominance is at 43, and that hasn't been that dominant in a while. It's been 41, 42, but 43 is a recent high here. Ethereum's at 2.9K, 5.2% increase. Dominance is 18.32. That's pretty much where Ethereum has been. Luna is just still doing amazing things at $90.08. Is it? Yep, $90.08 or 68 cents. I can't tell. You check. Yep. 68 cents. It's super small on the screen. $90.68. Not too long ago, it was $43 or so. Yeah, pretty awesome day for a crypto market. Let's look at the U.S. stock markets. Not so good. Bloody red in many places. Excuse me. Red in technology, red in communication, just red. We see a few bright green spots here: Baba, Target, CVX, etc. But what we're looking for is technology sector where Bitcoin is heavily correlated, or communication services, or consumer cyclical like Amazon, etc. But yeah, overall pretty red. A horrible day for the stock market. So let's take a look at the trading view charts here. What we have here is the 30-minute time frame, a week's worth of data. On the left column, we have the U.S. markets, and on the middle column, we have a European market. On the far right, we have the Asian and Australian market. Before we dive into these markets, I want to show you something. Oil is still over $103. Gold is trading positive, and silver is trading positive. So this shows a risk-off environment here with gold and silver, but yet Bitcoin is still climbing. So that's interesting. And U.S. oil, that's gonna, if that is continuing to increase over $100, that's gonna put a lot of pressure on inflation. Because the world is already facing high inflation already, so that's concerning. But today, the U.S., the Western countries, they agreed to release some oil from their reserves, and that's going to help a little bit, but it's not enough to make a difference, in my opinion. It'll make a little bit of difference. So let's dive in. Here you see Bitcoin rising since yesterday like a rocket, and then just before market opening today, it went down slightly, and then it's recovering a little bit here. On the Nasdaq market, it opened and tanked. Same thing with the S&P 500, open and tanked. The Dow opened and tanked. So that's why it looked so red on the heat map earlier. The Dixie Bitcoin, the dollar index, hours before the market opened, it's been trending up, and it normally has a negative correlation with Bitcoin. But as you can see, they both rose up for a period of hours there, and then Bitcoin dropped as the dollar continued to rise. So the negative correlation is not holding the way it usually does. So the same thing with the positive correlation between Bitcoin and Nasdaq and S&P 500. That's not holding at all. Well, kind of. It kind of held here, right here, but they're still diving, and Bitcoin still has recovered a little bit here. So the question is, will Bitcoin continue to deviate away from its positive correlation with the NASDAQ and S&P 500 and its negative correlation with the Dixie, the dollar index? To me, it may temporarily deviate, but I think it'll come back into the positive correlation and negative correlation. When that is, we'll see. I think we still have a lot of turbulence in the market, and like with the war and people trading rubles for crypto. Yeah, it's gonna need some time, and then I think it'll come back to its correlations or negative correlations. Down here, the U.S. Treasury 10-year, it's been declining since yesterday, and still today. In the middle column here, let's take a look at European markets. They're all down, so let's just put it that way. Same thing with the stock 600. That's 600 companies across 7 countries. That's also down. Over here in the Australian and Asian markets, Australian over here opened up in its last period and then trended down. Same thing with the Nikkei, opened up and then trended down. KOSPI, South Korean index here, looks like they were close yesterday, so I don't know. The Hang Seng HSI here is the only one that seems to be recovering in its last open period. So these markets are closed right now, so we'll see what happens when they open again. Chances are these might continue to decline, and I'm not sure why Hang Seng is going up in the Hong Kong index. So that's interesting. So overall, the market is it's tanking, but Bitcoin is holding up. So that's fascinating. With the U.S. releasing oil into the market, the Western countries releasing oil reserves into the market, that will help cushion oil a little bit because it's currently at over $100 per barrel. And you got gold and silver. You see that they're going up in the last 24 hours. That's a risk-off environment, but yet Bitcoin is on the high side. So super fascinating about crypto being in the green yesterday, today, and continue to rise. So I'm curious what's going to happen in the near future. But a lot of that is going to be dependent on the invasion in Ukraine from Russia. I think Russia is going to get desperate, and they're going to start using more violence and using more bombs and missiles to target specific areas. And I think the humanitarian crisis will increase, and that may spook the market a bit, along with Putin's erratic behaviors. And also he might escalate further with other actions. So that's we'll wait and see on those. I appreciate your time. If you found value, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments on YouTube. Appreciate it. Peace. See you in the next video.